I think the end of 10th grade was probably one of like my favorite quarters of school like ever. Mainly because it was such a joke. Every single final, for legal reasons, there was just ways to get around the rules. I can't really say what I was doing, but ways to like do things in different ways.
Yeah, legal reasons.
Legal reasons for everyone's safety. There was just ways to do things that like you could never do in normal school. And then like,
obviously none of us did.
No.
We would never.
I've never actually heard the word cheating, so like I don't really know what that means. It's not really in my vocabulary, but yeah, we never went around.
What's the word? What's the word again? What's the word?
Finessing, something like that.
Welcome back to another episode of the DMT Show. This is episode 6, and I'm Ashok.
I'm Andy. I'm Jason.
And I'm Aryan. And today, once again, we're just gonna hop right into it. So, honestly, I'm just gonna start today off by asking a question. Do you guys believe in aliens? Yes or no? Do you think they actually exist?
Yes.
Yep.
Any reason why you believe that, or?
Because the universe is freaking huge, and in order to prove that some life doesn't exist, you'd have to check the trillions upon trillions of planets and check every single one and know that there's nothing there.
There's probably a higher chance that it does exist than the fact that it doesn't. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
I also agree with them. I agree with them. Now the next question though, do you think that humans will ever be able to meet aliens?
Yeah.
I don't know if meet is the right word. Probably like find.
Come into contact.
But
okay, no.
Yeah.
Okay, contact. Maybe eventually. But in a lifetime, probably not.
I mean, contact. That means like find. I don't know, right?
No, but contact.
Like touch.
Well, like. I guess.
No, you can communicate with someone, but not like.
Communicate. Come into contact.
Wait, but if they communicate with them, does that mean that the communication has to be reciprocated? Because if you don't run into intelligent life, then they can't communicate back.
Yeah, that's true.
What if it's like this tiny, without a brain, but it's still living?
Yeah, like bacteria. You're not gonna be able to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit down to bacteria like, yo, what's up, my guy? But.
I mean, you can, but that's weird.
Cause you could like send a message to like a little bacteria, but we won't get anything back.
I'm just imagining a show sitting next to like a bag of yeast. It's like, what's up, dude? Nah.
Somebody's probably done that before.
Someone's
They're
probably
like
done
cooking,
that.
and they just talk to himself.
Gordon Ramsay? Yeah. He just started yelling at his yeast.
Gordon Ramsay.
The only cook that you know.
Rise! Can you imagine? Telling yeast to rise?
Bloody hell, just rise!
Yelling to the oven.
Alright,
so where are you going with this?
I don't know. I'm just wondering, what is your thoughts on aliens? And like, it was something that I saw in the news recently. Like, oh, another UFO was sighted in the sky, even though it's probably not a UFO and just like a pebble.
That was just. Yeah,
I was gonna ask something. It's kind of like really random, but when he was like yelling, he's like, "Yeast roasting." What is that? I don't even know my own answer. But can you guys think of something like really dumb that you've done when you're angry, or that you usually do when you're angry? Something dumb that I do.
Angry.
Yeah. Just finish the question to me.
What'd you say?
I just know that when I'm angry, I get even more like short-tempered than I usually am. Because like sometimes depending on the person, literally, like honestly, I can be short-tempered because like you'll be talking to me and I'm like, break it up. But I don't know. I'm like when I'm mad, I get me all the time. I get way more short-tempered.
No, but I feel like
isn't that everyone?
If you're already angry, then it's really easy to be provoked.
Yeah.
So that's just like a give. I think that's for everyone, not just you.
Literally.
You're like, but like some people like when they're angry, they just like don't want. I guess kind of the same thing.
Like if you're angry,
don't want people to talk to them.
It's easier to get angry.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused. I think that's for everybody. You're not weird like that.
How did you get from yeast to that? That's what I'm
Because
confused.
Gordon Ramsay was yelling at the yeast.
Oh,
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay was angry.
but Gordon Ramsay's
Alright,
always
to answer your
angry.
question, sometimes I just like try and exert as much energy as possible. It's weird.
Like you
So
like you stretch.
recently, no, stretch?
I don't know, like you're just like stretch really hard.
You stretch harder?
No, it's just like,
I'm trying to pull my leg right now.
Bro, I'm pissed.
No, I
man.
guess-
Let me just do some. I don't know.
I just like went on a walk, and instead of just like walking or like jogging like a normal person, I like stomped into the ground,
Yeah. I
like
know what you're
extra hard.
saying. Yeah, you
for
pound
no
your
reason.
You're
heel.
mad on the walk.
And after like 10 minutes, I'm like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. It literally got me
Dude,
nowhere.
why were you angry on the walk?
Because I happened to forget my keys to my house, and then I came home, and there was nobody there. And I had to wait outside for 2 hours until my brother came home
When
on
was
the
this?
bus when he had the key.
When was this?
It was a while ago.
Yeah,
a long
not
time
like
ago.
last week. Definitely not.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, not like a few days ago.
Nah, definitely not on
No.
Friday. Like yesterday. Nah, definitely not.
No, couldn't be you.
Yeah, I was like 4.
Yeah, and what did you do?
Anyways, what do you guys do?
No, what did you decide to do? You
I don't
just
know.
decided to sit outside in the cold, not going into like anyone's houses, because like obviously you don't know any of your
Okay.
neighbors.
That's just weird though. You're like, yo, you got locked out. You trying to trying
Trying to solve
Trying to sauce?
some heating right now?
Yeah.
Something dumb that I do when I'm angry. I don't even know how to answer. I don't even get angry often.
When I get
Well,
angry, I like to go on a podcast and just express my feelings. And I like to
Uh-huh.
I'm
let
sure.
it all out. And like you know, like one.
I thought you like bike riding when you're angry.
Yeah. Shut up.
Anyways, let's get into that more.
No, we don't need to get into that.
Yeah,
I can ride a bike. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I do not know how to ride a bike, but
And does not have any plans to, even though it's like a really good life skill and it's like really fun and it's cool to go out with friends. But you know, he doesn't want to do it. It's fine though.
yeah.
Practice transportation too.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are great. Okay. Going back to aliens. If you saw an alien land, like an intelligent alien an intelligent alien land on the street, like what would you do?
Run it over.
You would run it over.
Yeah.
You would run it
I would
over.
legit run away. Yeah, you'd probably be scared as hell.
Yeah, that's actually true. If it like fell down, then I'd just be like, yeah, I'm not
No,
gonna
no.
with you.
Andy,
I would run away.
are you telling me you're not gonna go and try to give it a donut? Like
I
maybe you
would if
would
I
say
had it on
yes. You telling me
I
you're not
would.
gonna go and ask it to subscribe to the
If I-
DMT show?
if I had a donut, I would offer the donut to the alien. But here, hold on, ready? I thought of another question that I saw in another video. If you saw yourself on the street, like across the street, what would you do?
Oh, like your doppelganger? Just like
No, like it's literally you across the street. Well, there's another me in the call right now, so I probably wouldn't react too crazily. Yeah.
Yo, that's
It
crazy.
doesn't matter for us.
By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we've never actually said it. If you did not know, these two are twins. Andy and Jason, they're twins. Like, if you did notice this, you're practically an idiot. But if you, just in case you didn't know. Oh no, I'm sorry. You guys are all very intellectual beings. We all love you.
yeah, you're so smart. Yeah, only the smartest of people can watch the show and actually understand it.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it.
Exactly.
We appreciate
Because
all
our
of
vocabulary
you.
is like really up there and stuff. So
Very up there.
If you saw yourself across the street, what would you do? If I didn't have a thing, I would like legit like scream.
I would probably do what a show
Scream?
did when
Bro,
you
if
saw
you
it.
saw yourself across the street,
Yeah,
I'd probably-
just be like, I just
and
stay
then,
quiet,
and it was like
internally
I just, like,
freak
walked
out.
towards you. Yeah. I just
Oh,
like
God,
stay
I'm
quiet,
running.
avoid all eye contact.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would,
no, imagine someone. No,
I just
imagine
turn around and
you're in
walk
the city,
away.
right? Imagine you're in the city and like you guys are on opposite sides of the crosswalk, and then you trying to go to the other side. Your twin is trying to go to the side towards you. So walking towards each other. What do? I dap them up. No.
You read through the secret handshake, the only I would know.
Avert eyes, bro.
Are we saying this is like a clone or like a twin?
There you go. No, it's like a clone. Yeah, it's like it's literally you.
Okay, then I'd kill it.
Carbon copy. What's the difference?
Because if it's a twin, like you wouldn't kill like your brother. Like I don't need another me out there.
But who? Huh?
No, like if it was like an another version of me, another Aryan, I don't think I'd want it there.
I'd fight to the death. He was better.
One of me is too much for me to handle. Like that's just like I got too many other things on my mind.
Yeah, the world can't handle two Aryan.
Bro,
too
honestly.
much.
Yeah.
Too many.
We searched this up a while ago. The way my name is spelled in a very strange way, and it turns out that there's only 80 people with the same spelling of my name, which is kind of crazy. I'm just so unique, you know. I'm crazy like that. But yeah, moving on. All right, alien space. Moving away to kind of similar, but segue. Woo. What are your thoughts on star signs or like zodiac signs?
Like astrology?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Let Andy go.
I think it's funny.
Let Andy go.
I think it's funny. But like, here's the thing, right? Because you always see these little like, let's say like Instagram posts, like or like reels or whatever. It's like, oh, you're the only one Instagram reels, bro. That's okay. But like, it'll be like, here's your sign, your soulmate will be, and then like it posts the other sign on the other side. So it's like, you're a Pisces, you'll be like, I don't know, a freaking Taurus, or so whatever the other signs are. And it'll just be like, Scorpio, you're a Virgo. It's like, it's so funny. I don't believe in it, by the way.
What are your star
I think it's
signs?
funny.
I'm an Aries.
I feel like a bunch.
Aries?
I think I'm a Leo. I have no clue.
You're whatever.
I think I searched up like a few years ago, and then I just kind of forgot. I'm not too sure.
Andy and I are both Pisces. Yeah, I don't know what it means. I don't know what any sign.
I don't really care what it means. Because
Yeah,
I feel
and then, like-
I feel like why most people believe it is just that online they read it, it says it, and they're like, oh yeah, I can relate to that. Instead of, it's like, they just say yes to whatever's online, if it even remotely, like, relates. If it says like, oh, you're Pisces, you're born, I don't even know what it means, but like, you're born a leader, and you can have friends, you're like, oh, I lead sometimes, and I have friends. It makes so much sense. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Even though you don't read anything else. Yeah. But I think that's a major reason why people believe it. Yeah, I saw this thing, I don't know if it kind of relates to it, but it was like a post on Reddit or something about just like witchcraft. And they're like, oh, something went wrong and like somebody did a spell. And then that's why COVID-19 happened.
What?
Stupid crap like that. And then they're like, yeah, we could stop like the Taliban in Afghanistan using this. But the last time we did it, it caused COVID-19, so I don't know if we should. And it was like, dude, so
what?
Weird.
What does that have to do with anything we were talking about?
It's just funny stuff that people believe in.
Yeah, stupid. Alright, that's good.
Oh, good.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen a person who believes in a fortune cookie, but if you do, you go into like the same category. Like,
I haven't had a cookie in so long.
Yeah,
I haven't had one either.
They don't even taste that great, but
I don't go to Chinese restaurants very often.
I lost my head. It was like elementary school when they gave the Chinese lunch and they had the fortune cookie. Yeah.
The carrots enough was so bad.
Bro, when I was in elementary school,
I don't.
Elementary school lunches, they were the best. And like, I thought it was gonna get better when I was in elementary school. I was so wrong.
Oh. No.
Yeah.
Some people could. You can make an argument. You can make an argument that. You can make an argument that like middle school lunches are better, just because like I don't know some of the snacks, but I feel like elementary
Sandwich
school.
station.
Yeah.
I think there's a sandwich station, and you can make your own thing. But that's pretty good. Jason, what are you gonna say? Your question?
I was gonna say, what was or what has been or what was your favorite period or like year or time of your life? That is so hard. Probably. Wait. So
pick an age. Pick a grade. Pick one grade.
Grade. Okay. Pick an age. Pick an age. An age. Okay, that's easy then.
A grade is easy.
Let's all say at the actually, well, we can't really say it at the same time because
No, I'm still thinking. You guys go. I want to think about
Okay,
it.
alright, I'll go. Wait, you have yours already?
Yeah, mine would be 8th grade, and then close coming up is probably this year. I feel like I would have.
No, pick an age. Pick an age.
I don't know what 8 is.
8th grade, that's like what, 3 years ago?
That's like 3
Yeah.
years ago, so like what,
13,
13, 14?
Mm-hmm.
Or 16. Because I've been having a good, I've been having a good time this year so far. But
Why 13? No, or 14? Yeah, why
13,
14?
14. It was 8th grade mainly, because 8th grade is 8th grade was my favorite year in middle school. It was very chill, but like it was also like a lot of fun. We only had to worry about like 2 things, and those were like 2 finals we had at the end of the year.
Yeah, the earth science regions and the math algebra regions.
And I think we all knocked those out of the park. But yeah, other than there was nothing bad about 8th grade on it. Like after that, I'm gonna say this in grades because that's how I think. 9th and 10th grade obviously tainted by COVID. 11th grade I'm back to normal and like I'm enjoying it. I'm going back out and doing stuff.
Not normal, I wouldn't say, but
7th grade.
it's not like normal.
7th grade I just had
normal.
Yeah, 7th grade I had a bad year, and then everything after that I don't really remember elementary school. So
That's fair. Alright, I was gonna say like I'm just being like all happy. So it's like no homework on Sundays.
I don't remember.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so I was gonna say 8. So it's actually 16. So me right now.
Yeah.
And I still got 4 months left to go. So could get better or worse. I don't know. Hopefully gonna get worse. But probably 16, just because I've done a lot of stuff. And what I say after what? So I've done a lot in just 8 months. So what have I done? So like obviously back to some level of normalcy in school. So that's just something to enjoy. And also school last year, and I say last year, I mean last school year. So from like, I went on at 16, so March to June. That period of time, we're still like not back to normal, but it was still fine because I got to stay at home, which wasn't horrible. It was pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, it's worse than normal school, but not horrible. My summer was great. I spent it with these other 3 people, and also I did just a lot of like productive life stuff. Just get my permit, and now I'm worried about getting my actual license. Started exercising more seriously to a point where I'm actually like into it now, because I've tried before and I was just kind of like falling out. But 16 is like, I've done a lot of stuff in these past 8 months.
Real quick, I just want to say, I think the end of 10th grade was probably one of like my favorite quarters of school like ever. Mainly because it was such a joke. Every single final, for legal reasons, there was just ways to get around the rules. I can't really say what I was doing, but ways to like do things in different ways.
Yeah, legal reasons.
Legal reasons for everyone's safety. There were just ways to do things that like you could never do in normal school. And then like
obviously none of us did.
No.
We just know people that did it.
I've never actually heard the word cheating, so like I don't really know what that means. It's not really in my vocabulary, but yeah, we never went around.
What's the word? What's the word again? What's the word?
Finessing, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I never heard that.
But other than that, like, it was just so stupid. Like, I could get. This is something I did for my 9th period class. It's a 40-minute class. Okay, first off, my 9th period teacher did not know my name. So, if I like raise my hand on a Zoom call, she would just point to me, not realizing that she was pointing to a screen where every kid was. And then she would say, did someone ask a question? Someone ask a question? Even though you could see that my hand was raised asking a question. Also, she tried to say my name multiple times. One of the times she called me Hassan. I don't have an H in my name.
I don't even know a Hassan in our grade.
There is no Hassan in our grade. No, there's not. I don't think so, at least. But apparently my name is Hassan. But also in that class, she took attendance at the start of the class. And then after that, she practically left the computer the whole day. So I was able to leave like 10 minutes before class ended. And it was 9th period, so I could just go outside my room and go get like lunch. Which is one of the reasons why it was just so much fun. And like I could play games in like any class I wanted to. It was just a great year. But someone else.
No, of course you didn't. You could have done it though.
I could have. I could have. I didn't know. I
But
didn't.
you
of
never
course.
would.
No,
Yeah, none of us
No,
would.
for legal
Never would.
reasons.
Of course not.
Yeah, legal reason. But going back to the question that Andy was saying.
Wait, me?
Well, for me,
I asked him.
like going off of what Andy, the question,
Oh, okay.
like before, he originally asked it. But for me, my birthday's in August, so whenever I choose an age, it's basically like a school year, and then like half the summer. But I was gonna say 15, because I only been 16 for like, what, 2-3 months?
Yeah, like 10 months.
Keep
Yeah, because same with Andy, I did a bunch for myself while I was 15. Like I got more into exercising, and now I actually find it fun. And
Oh.
I started getting more into badminton,
Yeah.
so that's also fun.
Gains.
Yeah, I just
go.
feel like I did a bunch. And also, majority is because the summer between 10th grade and 11th grade was like super fun. And I just really liked it. So
It's actually crazy that you said that you include the summer because that was only like 2 months. Actually, well, I guess that's more than half the summer, but still.
yeah, but still, it was like really fun. That was like the highlight, obviously. I think
Right.
the
What was the highlight?
highlight.
My bad, bro.
This summer.
The like
What was the
the
highlight?
summer
Last summer.
of 15.
Okay,
Do you
Jason.
have a favorite? What's your favorite age? Yeah,
Oh,
probably 16 also. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like the whole pandemic didn't really affect it too much. Also got the permit, got the I don't even know what I got other than that, but school year was fine. It was easy. It was just chill. Did some big exams and did fine on them. Did other stuff that like a few weeks ago, like it was SAT. Did great on that. Got that out of that's like a life thing, just like completely out of the way. Never have to worry about it again. So that's a good thing. I don't know what else. I exercise. I still do that, and I'm pretty into it. I don't know if I like doing it because mainly running is my main intensive exercise every single day, and running hurts no matter how good you are at it. It hurts all the time. So unless you go for like 5-minute run, but
Dude, I wish I liked running, but it's so
It's
hard
really-
to like.
it is really hard to like running because again, no matter how good you are at it, it's like swimming. I feel like swimming is like the same thing. If
Oh,
you're really
bro.
competitive swimming, yeah, I'm pretty sure like it's another thing that like hurts. Like no matter how good you are at it, that's kind of what I was saying.
Yeah, as a swimmer, or like ex-swimmer, I don't swim anymore. Well, I still know how to swim, but I don't do it competitively. It sucked. But now, when you go in the pool and like actually do like laps, and somebody's forcing you to do it, it's like kind of fun. But kind of fun, not like super enjoyable.
I heard it, Jason mentioned this. SATs. We were recording this like on a Saturday. A lot of kids took an SAT today, which obviously sucks. No, it sucks for them. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm
Good
kidding.
luck. Yeah, good luck to them, I guess.
Yeah, good
Hopefully
luck.
They did well. If you're
You
watching.
definitely all did well in your own terms, but
Because our viewers are smart. That's what we said, right? So they did
yes,
great.
we all are
Perfect.
very capable human beings. But I feel like this is something that would interest us because I feel like a lot of the people who are watching right now are people in high school or in middle school. I want to know if any of you guys have any test taking tips. So, and it could be anything. It doesn't have to be for SAT specific. I'd actually prefer if it wasn't. Just overall test taking tips, like anything you could do for anything. If
So
anyone,
they're talking about study techniques or test, literally when you're sitting down
both,
at the desk taking
just anything to help everyone with like academics. Because like, I'm not gonna like try to like, I'm not trying to be like cocky, but like, we are good at like academics.
Well, okay,
We're
one
okay.
thing-
We're okay.
Yeah.
One thing to start off, just like in general for like every test, like don't over stress and like know when to stop and believe in yourself at some point.
I have trouble.
Joke, but yeah, just like
Is it-
believe in yourself
yeah.
at some point and just like have like confidence in yourself. That's like a big thing in almost anything. Just like have some confidence, like believe in what you know and what you can do, and like the stress will like just goes away. It's just like okay, I'm prepared for this, I'm ready for it, or whatever. So you walk in a lot more confident. I do. I don't really stress the test anymore.
Yeah.
Because I just like,
Can I
I'm like,
build
all
off
right,
that?
try if you know that you're gonna try your best in this one.
Yeah, because that's also one of like my main points. Like no matter how many times I say it, confidence is so important. So I'm a very like math heavy, like I'm very more towards the math side. My English side's kind of tough. I kind of suck at English, but during the SAT, I'm going to use this one as an example because like a lot of people are dealing with it. During the SAT, it starts off with English and then it goes to math. And I kind of suffered in like the English because I wasn't very confident. But the second that the writing section ended, I was like, okay, it's math section. That means it's my time now. This test is now, it's like the ball is in my court now. It's like, okay, my turn. Mm-hmm. So the test played with me, now I'm going to play with the test. So that type of mentality, like, I know, it sounds stupid, but...
That's a good mentality. I'm laughing. Yeah. No, it sounds great.
I know.
Wow, that'd be a good thing.
So,
yeah,
but
it's like, yeah, this is easy now.
As long as you think like that, you're not stressing, and then when you're not stressing, you're not choking, and it's so helpful when you don't have to choke. But, yeah.
So this year, I think I've gotten like a little bit better at it, but I still stress for tests like history or like Spanish because I'm not really confident in those subjects. But now for like math and even like sometimes English, because I'm taking like an easier English course, so like tests are like dumb easy. But like for math and physics, now I just like I care. So I'm not stressed at all. Literally, I like, you could see everybody like comparing answers after a test. They're like, oh wait, for this one did you get like 3.1? And they do that stuff. I just like forget about it right after.
I hate it when
I hate it also.
I did it a lot, but now I just like, other than like history, sometimes I'll be like, is this okay? And I'll like ask a friend, like, oh, does this work? And they say yes and whatever. But I don't really compare anymore because I don't really care. After I take the test, I just forget about it until I get my grade back.
Yeah.
So that's the mentality I have.
Andy?
My biggest test taking tip, I don't even know if this counts necessarily because it says before you even take the test itself. But just study at the very least 2 days in advance. Honestly. Some people might find that like overkill, but in the long run, it legitimately helps so much than just studying 1 day in advance.
Okay, I've never done that for anything like other than like finals. And
you don't have to
shut up. Okay.
Honestly, you don't really have to do it.
Alright, it's fine.
Yeah, there you go. But honestly, you don't really have to do it for every single subject. Just the subjects that you're more uncomfortable with. So for me, right, like a show could history is like one of like. Not like insanely difficult, but it's definitely one of like the shakier topic or subjects. I mean, so what I'll do is I'll study like half the unit 2 days in advance, and then I'll study the other half of the unit the day before. So I cover the same amount of material, and more. It does take more time, but it helps you retain the information way more because you're not just stuffing all the information into your brain just the day before. You're just gonna forget everything anyway. Might as well take it slow, process the information that you're actually reading, the notes that you're looking at, and then the next day finish it up, and then maybe review the entire thing one last time, and then you're done, and then it just makes it way easier.
I got a question.
I want to say something first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that tip would have been helpful like yesterday. 'Cause I have a test on Monday.
Same.
Today's Saturday. I haven't read anything about Andrew Jackson.
Oh, you have the Andrew Jackson
really
test?
Care. I don't really care about it, but I'm forced to care about it. But
if it's only on like one topic though, like it's like a pretty narrow window, then you're probably fine just studying 1 day.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. But one studying tip I have, especially for like multiple choice questions, if you're doing practice questions, let's say you got one wrong, or you guessed on one, you got it right because you're lucky, and you're going over it with the answer key, don't just look at the answer and be like, oh yeah, I see why that makes sense. Go through every other answer choice and know why that's wrong. Especially for like physics, it helped me so much to study because for physics, it's not like, I guess you have to memorize some formulas, but it's a lot of application and questions. So if you don't understand a concept fully, you're probably gonna get a lot of points off. And I learned that the hard way by getting a not so desirable score on a test. Let's just say I got a little bit more than half right, just a little bit, but I learned from that, and now you just try to understand everything. You should be able to explain to somebody that has no idea what the topic is about.
when you guys at the point on a test where you see the answer choices and you see the wrong ones and you get to the point where you recognize how another person might have got that answer, but you know it's wrong. Like, you know what I'm talking about? When
Yeah, I know.
how another person might have got to the wrong answer. That's like really that's a good point to be at.
It's like it's like 3 times 3, and then there's like 6 as an answer choice. And you're like, oh, somebody might have added it.
Yeah. But I kind of forgot my question. That's fine. But it's something else I wanted to add. But we said that confidence is very important, but that also it goes hand in hand with studying, because like it's gonna suck. Like if you have confidence and you get into that test and you do not know anything, you set yourself at such a high spot, you're gonna fall so much harder. And like it's gonna.
That's what happened on my physics test that I did not so desirable.
Yeah, like if you have too much confidence, but you didn't actually learn anything, that you will stress out more than you would have stressed out normally. But also, what Ashok was talking about that one test, I feel like I don't know if you guys have also had it, but I also had that in 9th grade, bio. It was like a wake up test, and like it's honestly. Having one bad grade, it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to say something my physics teacher says. So every time we take a test in physics, before we start, I don't actually know the whole thing word to word, but like we have to do an oath. And it's like, this test.
Dude, that's the funniest thing ever.
And it's like, this test will not define me. This test will not define me. It's only a small sliver. It's stupid, but like, it has the right principle in it. And like, especially for one singular test. Like, if you like fail one test, as long as you learn from it, you're like, okay, I gotta step up my game now, and then you put in double the effort the next time, you should be fine.
That actually reminds me of like a little story. So last year, I was taking Algebra 2 honors. Oh, I should just okay. Anyway, Algebra 2 honors last year, and there was this one unit. Well, actually, I guess I should preface it by saying the teacher in the beginning of the year literally said that homework is optional, but if you don't do the homework, then it'll show on your test. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So it was like the first 2 units I did all the homework, maybe like first 3 units or whatever. Then like it was like 3rd or 4th unit, and I was like, you know what? I really don't feel like doing the math homework. So I did like maybe like 2 homeworks out the whole unit. Test came up. Did not do well on that test at all.
I did something similar in Algebra 2 as well. So we had trigonometry as a unit, and since it's like such a huge and boring unit, she split up into 3 different parts of trig.
I hated that, man.
It was easily the worst part of
like
Algebra.
Trig after trig after trig. I was like, oh.
But for the first 2 tests, I got 100 on it. And I'm like, damn, trig is easy. Next unit, did no homeworks. The test came up. I just had that moment where you're on question 1. You're like, I don't really know this. Let me skip it. Question 2. Damn. What is this? I'll skip it. I'll just do it at the end. Yeah, the first 2. And then you go through the entire test, and you have the moment where you're like, once you get like 4 out of 7 questions in, you skip all of them. You're like, you just have the feeling of your heart dropping. Like, damn, this is it. I can't. There's no turn back. I just gotta BS the hell out of this.
Yep.
And again, not a very desirable score on it.
Alright, I think it's going a little on the long side, so we're gonna start wrapping it up.
Hold on. Wait, we did this like 2 episodes ago, maybe last episode. I'm not too sure. I think it was 2 episodes ago. Again, if someone wants to join the show, email us and you will get the chance to appear on the show. You can tell you have a chat with us live for next episode.
Yeah, and look out. Maybe there will be a guest episode coming soon to a DMT near you. We are searching, and we will hopefully find some guests to come down onto the show. But until then, we will see you guys next week. Have a great week.